I qualified pretty young for the tour. I had a good rookie season, but it wasn't really, the tour wasn't my thing. It wasn't what I expected, and you know, that second year I lost every single heat that I entered, and it just sucked the passion of surfing right out of it for me. Kind of just went on like the downward spiral, I suppose, and 7, 8 years of heavy drinking and partying. I suppose I just kind of got lost out of surfing for a while. The only thing I really enjoyed was picking up a bottle. What got me out of it is just, I got sick of it. Same thing every day. I was depressed, I was unhappy, I wasn't surfing, I got fat. I was over it, I was over everything. I didn't feel like getting out of bed in the morning, and I missed surfing. I was still surfing, but not that much, you know. I wanted to get back, I missed it. I have no regrets with the choices I've made, things that I've done. I might have hurt a lot of people, but you know, it's life lessons that you learn from, and I'm just super stoked to have a second chance and move forward with my life. Hi, my name's Ricky Basnett, and I'm an alcoholic, and that's kind of the truth of it. Yeah, I guess the turning point came for me when I actually admitted to myself that I had a problem. I woke up one morning after like a 3-month bender and realized that I was going to lose my house, my wife, everything I'd worked for, and the reality hit home, I suppose. That moment, being humble enough to actually ask for help is the biggest step in the whole process. It's kind of tough to admit defeat, I guess, in a way. But it's been the best thing I've ever done, and I've been sober now for a while. And all that shit over the last 8 years has just been replaced by like a pure love of surfing again, and all the adventure that goes with it. Yeah, all I want to do now is pretty much get on the road and explore Africa and just live new experiences. It's like, I don't know, I think it's just what I was always meant to do.
Sand on toes, cold sand in sleeping bags. I come to know that memories were the best things you ever had. The summer shorn, beat down on bonehead back, so far from home where the ocean stood, down dust and pine cone tracks. We slept like dogs down by the fireside, awoke to the fog where all around us the boom of summertime. We stood steady as the stars in the wood, so happy-hearted in the warmth rang true inside these bones. As the old pine fell, we sang. Just and bless the morning. Oh, hot sand on toes, cold sand in sleeping bags. I come to know the friends around you are all you'll always have. Smoke in my lungs, or the echoed stone, careless and young, free as the birds that fly, with weightless souls long. We stood steady as the stars in the woods, so happy-hearted in the warmth rang true inside these bones. As the old pine fell, we sang.
Yeah, you know, Ricky's was always like a phenomenal surfer, you know, and everyone knew that he could rip, and his style was so unique, you know, and everyone loved it. I mean, I remember watching him on the junior series and stuff, and he was almost, you know, no one could beat him. And he made it onto tour fairly easy, and obviously things just didn't go out the way he planned on tour, and I wouldn't say it disappeared, but he slowly just started to fall away, and everyone kind of forgot about him, and it's sick that he's on his way back because he's starting to surf better than he ever had been.
For me, these days, this is just basically the best it can get. Camping out with friends, under the stars, fires, traveling to places off the beaten track, riding different boards and just being away from it all. It's just, I love it. This is my first time here, and it's honestly one of the best experiences I think I've ever had. We camped out on the beach for the first couple of days under the stars. Then we moved into this crazy shack, and we've scored such waves, such variety. We've had slabs, beach breaks, barrels, airs. I couldn't have asked for much more, really. It's been amazing. The reason I started surfing is it just takes your mind off everything, I guess. You're out there, there's nothing else. Nothing else matters when you're surfing. And for me, especially with my alcoholic mind, my mind goes 100 miles an hour constantly. And when I'm in the water, I'm at peace. And that's why I surf.
Meet me there. Bundles of flowers will wait through the hours of cold. Winter shall howl at the walls, tearing down doors of time. Shelter as we go. Promise me this. You wait for me only, scared of the lonely arms. surface far below these birds. Maybe, just maybe, I'll come home.
That one surf, actually two surfs that Ricky and I had when we were out there, the sea was just like pure glass. There wasn't one like droplet of water out of place. This huge big sun going down. You know, those small moments just like freeze frame in your brain, and they'll stay with you for life, you know. And to come out the water and then to take your suit off and like sit around your fire, get warm, cook your own food, wake up in the morning, like broil a kettle. It's not like just at home, you know, flick the switch and, you know, there you go, or turn on the TV and let's see what's going on. It's just, here you got 24 hours of day, you know, and you utilize those hours to the maximum.
I think the beauty of it for me is just, you're literally off the map. There's nothing, there's no one. You're not worried about rocking up and there's going to be 40 people in the water. We're just in this like flat expanse of nothingness up here. It's crazy. I've never been somewhere like this before. The water's freezing, the air is ice, but at the same time it's so beautiful. It's so remote. It's out there. It's a crazy place. Just the way I like it. No electricity, no running water, no toilets. It's a draw. Addiction it's kind of hard to explain. I don't know, it's basically you get to a point when you're powerless over it, and when it's got its claws in you, it's hard to kick. Being up here in a place like this though, you're so out there and you're just so far away from temptation that it just gives you space to breathe. And just really, I suppose you're just living for the moment up here, as cliche as it sounds. Been up here for like 2 weeks now and we haven't seen a single surfer anywhere. And there's reasons for that. I mean, you can't look at a chart and predict what's going to happen here. The weather here changes from minute to minute, hour to hour. And to get waves up here, you've got to be prepared to do the time, you know. You only get certain little pockets of the day where the waves are good, and it's not easy.
space. I held your hand, we discussed the hues. We found in each other a consummate muse. Closer and closer, the bed crossed the room, and later again, I rest and say bloom. Kinda kiss. Kinda kiss. Kinda kiss. Beast with long legs walked in the sky. Don't question perfection, never ask why. We walked through a house and were met by the dead. We stood in her quarters, a voice in our head. And everywhere we looked, there was Dolly and Gala. We stood beneath as they left for Nirvana. Back in our room, it had just got 11. And closer, we ascended to heaven.
I think that's one of my favorite things at the moment is just riding anything. For me, like the most fun I've had when I was at home now is riding a stand-up bodyboard. And it's like, I think it's just riding what suits the conditions instead of, because it's so much more fun. I mean, ride a longboard if it's 2 foot, ride bonzes, it just makes you a better surfer all around, I think, as well, instead of just focusing on that standard shortboard.
The slab just got us, that was kind of like our whole fuel onto being here, you know, just getting that wave, and it was kind of eating away at us.
We checked that slab every single day, hoping for that thing to be on. And literally 2 weeks to the day that we were here, last day of the trip, got there in the morning, howling offshore, 10 foot plus. I got smashed on the rocks trying to paddle out. but a heavy wave, so heavy it was kind of just survival. There was like closeout sets across the bay, but we snuck one or two in between all the sets, and I think it was one for the memory books there.
Just to be out there in that wild and woolly sea is awesome, eh? And to actually, you know, maybe not ride the best ones, but to see what that wave can actually do is frightening. It's flipping amazing wave.
I just feel so lucky again to be able to surf and just experience all that goes along with it, you know. I know it's not easy, recovery is a long road and it's kind of day by day, but trips like this really help and just clear your head and give you direction on what you actually want, you know. I just surround myself with positivity and friends and family, and I know if I do tomorrow what I did today, then it'll be good, and I can't wait to see what happens in the future.
Around here